Mia, you looked absolutely beautiful in your wedding dress. My wife was sorry she couldn't make it to the ceremony because she's about to give birth.
Hello, my new brother-in-law. Thank you for coming to our ceremony the other day.
By the way, Mia, did you see the wedding gift we gave you? I hope you liked it.
Yeah, I saw it. It's just,
What? I guess it's not to your taste?
I mean, I don't mean to sound rude, but I thought it was a little simple for a wedding gift.
I know, right? After all, it was candy, and I bought for $1. I'm sure it was pretty disappointing, wasn't it?
If so, why did you choose that gift?
Mira only gave me $1.
My sister.
See, my wife manages the family budget. She decides how much to give for weddings and funerals. I told her to give more for her sister's wedding, but she said $1 was enough. She's such a cheapskate.
I can't believe it. My sister isn't like that.
But it's true. I bet it's because she's going to have a baby soon and it's going to cost a lot of money. She's probably just saving money. Mira is responsible and reliable.
It's still weird. I don't think my sister would be so stingy at her own family member's wedding, no matter how much she wants to save money. My sister has taken good care of me since I was a child. Even now, on my birthday and Christmas, she always gives me presents. I'm gonna ask her in person.
What? Don't do that.
Why not? $1 for a wedding gift is just impossible. It could be some kind of mistake.
No, don't call Mira. No matter how close you are, you shouldn't tell her the gift is too cheap.
It's okay. My sister and I are close enough to talk about money without hiding it. I'll ask her myself.
I'm telling you, don't do it.
What's wrong? You don't have to get so worked up.
I really don't want to say this to you, Mia. We're actually out of money right now.
Out of money?
That's right. We're just barely getting by as it is. We can't afford to spend money on a wedding gift.
I didn't realize that. But I haven't heard anything from my sister about that.
There's no way she can tell her sister about our family's financial situation. Mira must have pride as an older sister. She didn't want to worry you.
I see. But that's odd too.
Huh?
Both of you work for big companies, don't you? I'm sure you both get paid more than others. And you don't have kids yet, so you probably don't need much money to live on. How in the world can you run out of money?
I got demoted and they cut my salary.
What? You got demoted? My sister didn't say anything.
She would never do anything to embarrass me. There's no way Mira would say anything. It seems like you lack tactfulness. Anyway, we're in a tight spot right now. Just be glad you got our wedding gift at all.
I still have to call my sister.
What?
Because I'm worried about her. When I saw her the other day, she was wearing fashionable clothes and didn't look like she was hurting for money at all. If she's really living on the edge, as her sister, I want to help her. But before I do that, I want to see her in person and make sure she's really in trouble.
Are you an idiot?
What?
Mira gave me $1 out of her meager living. And you're going to ask her to give you more?
What? I wouldn't do that. I just want to make sure of the facts.
I'm just saying, you know, you don't need to be sure. Think about how Mira feels trying not to make you worry. Or is it possible that you don't like Mira and you're trying to give her a hard time?
That's not true at all.
Besides, she's pregnant and in a delicate period. Don't provoke her by saying unnecessary things. If something happens to Mira or the baby, how will you take responsibility?
Don't be so dramatic.
When my salary goes up again and life settles down, I'll give you something again. So please, be content with a $1 gift this time. And don't say anything to Mira.
Well, I'm going to be busy with my honeymoon. I won't even contact her until I get back from my trip.
Good. That's what I'd expect from a sister who loves her sister.
No. I didn't say I wouldn't contact her, ever.
Well then, promise not to mention the wedding gift again. Have fun on your honeymoon.
Thus, my brother-in-law ended the conversation unilaterally. I was not convinced at all. My sister, who is 5 years older than me, has been taking care of me since I was a little girl. She was more than happy when I decided to get married. I couldn't believe that my sister would only pay $1 for a wedding gift. I can't believe it. My brother-in-law says that he is having a hard time making ends meet because of his demotion at work. But the way my sister lives, she doesn't seem to be in need of money. When I try to check with her directly, my brother-in-law desperately tries to stop me. If what he says is true, it may be rude to get involved in other people's money matters, even if we are sisters. But my brother-in-law's story just doesn't come together. I was just about to go on my honeymoon with my husband. I decided not to pursue the wedding gift. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. Then I found out something horrible. I had no idea that my brother-in-law had done something like that. I was so surprised that I was speechless.
Mia, you came back from your honeymoon yesterday, right? How was it? Did you have fun?
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
That's good to hear. And you didn't call Mira, did you?
I did as soon as I got back.
What? You promised you wouldn't contact Mira.
I made no such promise. I did say that I wouldn't contact her until we got back from our honeymoon. We're sisters. We can't just not keep in touch with each other from now on. Besides, if I came back from my trip and didn't contact her at all, she would be more worried.
So you didn't? You didn't ask her about the wedding gift, did you?
I did. My sister says she gave you $1,000.
Huh?
What the hell is going on? You said that my sister only gave you $1. That's a totally different amount.
Mira is lying.
What? Lying?
Mira was embarrassed, so she said $1,000 on the spur of the moment. Oh, what a mess. I went to a lot of trouble to make sure Mira wouldn't get hurt. I explicitly told you not to contact her. I bet Mira is depressed right now because of you, Mia.
I doubt that. I think you know, but Sis isn't the type of person that likes to lie. I don't think she would say $1 for $1,000, do you?
She's so worried about us being poor. She would have to tell a lie in spite of hating it. By the way, Mia, I heard you're going to build a new home?
Yes, that's the plan.
That means you have a lot of money, right?
No, I don't have a lot of money. We're going to buy it with a loan.
So, I have a favor to ask you, Mia.
What is it?
I need to borrow some money.
What?
Actually, I've been laid off from my job. Mira's on maternity leave and I'm out of work. I don't think I'll be able to make ends meet.
What? A demotion followed by a layoff? You're still in your 30s, right?
The company's performance has been deteriorating due to the recent recession. Even the younger workers are being forced to quit one after another. But Mira will have a baby soon. If things continue like this, the three of us, parents and child, will end up on the street. So I just need a little bit of money. Lend me some money.
As you can imagine, that's impossible.
Why not? You're newlyweds that can build your own home. You at least have enough money to lend to your sister and her husband.
If we build a new house, we'll have to furnish it with furniture, appliances, and all sorts of other things. We can't afford to lend people money.
What a cold sister.
Huh?
Are you going to tell me that you are going to live happily in your new house while your sister and her husband are in trouble? Living in a new house without any inconvenience. You're going to mock us as a pathetic bottom-feeding couple while you are living in a newly built house without any inconvenience.
I don't know how you get that idea. Is it so wrong that I don't lend you money? Even you must have had a difficult time as a newlywed with all the money you had to spend. I'm sorry to hear that you were laid off, but please don't be unreasonable.
So, then you've just abandoned Mira. Until now, I thought you were the kind sister who cared for her sister. But it turns out, you are a self-centered woman who only cares about herself.
I think it's you who is self-centered. We both have to save money for the future. We can't just be asked to lend money. No questions asked.
Then what do you care what happens to Mira? Are you going to stand by and watch your own sister fall into homelessness?
If she asked me directly, I would consider it.
Directly again? Are you saying you don't trust me?
That's not what I mean. But it was the same with the wedding gift. What you and my sister are saying are completely different. I would have to confirm it directly with her. I can't just lend you the little money I have.
I've been telling you this for a while. She has her pride too. She can't ask her sister for a loan, can she? That's why I'm asking on her behalf.
But since it's about money, I have to check with her first. If she's really in trouble, she'll be honest with me.
Mia, stop making a big deal out of it and just lend me the money. Even if it's only $10,000.
You need that much?
I've had a lot of expenses, like preparing for the birth of the baby. I'll pay back every penny, but I need to take care of my family. If you don't lend me the money, and something happens to Mira and the baby, what would you do? You will regret it for the rest of your life.
Again with the threatening. Of course, I wouldn't want anything to happen to my sister. It's not up to me alone to decide whether or not to lend you money. I'll have to discuss it with my husband.
So you're going to lend me money, Mia?
No, I haven't agreed to it yet.
I knew I needed to have a sister-in-law who's like a sister to me.
I didn't say I'd lend you the money yet.
No, you're kind-hearted. I'm sure you'll have the $10,000 ready for me within 10 days. You have to give it to me.
That's enough. I never promised to lend you any money. And $10,000 is too much to begin with.
If you refuse, I'll have no other choice.
What?
I'll send you to hell, Mia.
How?
The fact that you're having an affair with another man right after you got married. I'll spread the news on social media.
What? Not having an affair?
I don't care if it's true or not. The rumors I spread will get to your workplace. You have to quit your job because everybody will be looking at you sideways. Eventually, your relationship will go downhill. And finally, you'll get a divorce and lose everything. That's how it will all work out. Good luck with that.
That's terrible. Are you trying to ruin my life?
Lend me the money before that happens.
You're an asshole.
I'm fine with being an asshole. I don't care what you call me as long as it's for my family. Well then, give me $10,000 in 10 days, please. And the fact that I'm borrowing the money from you. Don't ever tell Mira. Mia, it's been 10 days, just like we promised. Have you got the money ready?
Can you come to my house right now?
Oh God, you're really gonna lend the money to me, aren't you? That's great, Mia. I'm off work today, so I'll come get it right now. And lucky for you, Mira is still at the hospital right after giving birth. I don't have to worry about Mira finding out.
I'll be waiting for you then.
Thank you so much.
By the way, what were you doing in Los Angeles?
What? What are you talking about? I didn't go to Los Angeles.
I saw you in Los Angeles. That's where our honeymoon was.
You don't think you've mistaken me for someone else?
My husband, who was with me, said it was definitely you. It's not a mistake. By the way, it looks like you were walking with a woman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was on a business trip.
Business trip?
Yes, I was suddenly ordered to go there on business. She was just one of my coworkers.
That's weird.
What?
Weren't you just laid off recently? But you were ordered to go on a business trip? Please, stop lying to me. The woman you were with was your lover, wasn't she?
No, I wasn't cheating. The only person I love is Mira.
You deceived my sister, the woman you're supposed to love. You took the $1,000 wedding gift money that was supposed to be given to me and spent it on your lover. Am I wrong?
Why do you know that?
I've done a lot of research over the past 10 days. When I saw you in Los Angeles, I actually took a picture of you. I showed the pictures I took to my sister. Then my sister says she remembered seeing her. She was your ex-girlfriend from college. You guys all went to college together. She knew your ex-girlfriend's face.
Seriously? You told Mira?
Well, it's obvious from the picture, right? You said you were laid off from your company, but that was also a lie. It's true that you were laid off from the company, but it wasn't because of poor company performance. It was because you were dishonest. My sister was disappointed.
How could you know so much?
Sis hired a detective. You tried to keep the wedding gift money. You tried to go on a trip with your ex-girlfriend. You were doing all kinds of crazy things, so she asked a professional to investigate. She found out a lot of things. You've been in contact with your ex-girlfriend ever since she got pregnant. Contacting her and seeing her all the time. And to get her attention, you gave her expensive gifts. But eventually, you ran out of money and got into trouble. You pocketed $1,000 for a wedding gift that my sister had prepared for me. You lied and said she only gave you $1. You were skimming off company expenses. They found out and fired you. You asked me to lend you $10,000 because you wanted money to compensate the company for the damage, didn't you? Everything you did was so scummy that I was disgusted.
And yet Mira didn't say anything to me? Is she saying that you knew everything and dared to keep quiet?
My sister was about to give birth. She didn't want to go ballistic confronting you with the truth. She wanted to make sure the child would be born safely. I think she was just pretending she didn't know anything.
Oh no. How about the part of you lending me some money?
There's no way I'd lend money to a bum like you. You'll have to manage on your own. Also, my sister won't go home to you.
What? Don't tell me Mira is going to break up with me.
On the contrary, did you think she wouldn't break up with you?
Please, Mia, will you convince Mira? I don't want Mira to dump me. And I haven't found a new job yet. I can't divorce her now.
Then why don't you have your lover provide for you?
She's not working enough to support me. That's why I've been paying for everything.
Just as I thought. All you can do is get a job and somehow pay off all the debt.
Mia, I apologize for lying to you. I'll work and pay you back the $1,000 wedding gift. Can you lend me some money, just a little?
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. It's my sister. And I have no intention of lending you any money. I don't ever want to see you again.
Don't be so cold. We're family.
Family? You and my sister are getting divorced soon, so we're unrelated.
If you keep this up, I'll be on the street. You want your brother-in-law to be miserable?
That's why I said we're not related. Your alimony and child support for the affair, plus damages to the company. Please pay them on time without relying on others.
I can't pay that much on my own. I can't divorce Mira. But what should I do? I've been messaging Mira for a while. She hasn't read my messages at all. Mia, you can contact Mira, can't you? Contact Mira on my behalf. Tell her to stop thinking about the divorce.
Huh? I don't want to. You told me not to contact my sister. Then I'll put an end to contacting my brother-in-law too. Goodbye.
Mia, wait! Please, help me!
Later, my sister and brother-in-law divorced. Of course, my sister got custody of the kids. My brother-in-law was asked for compensation and child support. There was no way my brother-in-law, who was unemployed, could pay it all in one lump sum. He had to borrow money and pay in installments. After the divorce, my brother-in-law moved in with a woman he was having an affair with. But not having a job and being deeply in debt, the woman dumped him without giving it another thought. He went back to his parents' house in tears to live with them. However, there was no way his parents would forgive their son for betraying his wife who was about to give birth. They threw him out, and he rented a shabby apartment. He is now living a life of poverty and loneliness on his own, scraping by with day-to-day jobs. My sister, on the other hand, has returned to our parents' home and is doing her best to raise her son with their support. I hope she will find a faithful and wonderful